Storytelling is a powerful tool for content creators as it allows them to connect with their audience on a deeper level and convey their message in an engaging and memorable way. However, not everyone is a natural storyteller, and it can be challenging to know where to start. Below are some tips for creating effective and compelling stories for your audience. Know your audience. Before you begin crafting your story, it's essential to understand who your audience is and what they care about. Consider their age, interests, and what they are looking for in the content. Knowing your audience will help you tailor your story to resonate with them and ensure that it is relevant to their lives. Choose a strong theme. A strong theme is the backbone of any good story. It helps to give your story direction and meaning, and it's what your audience will remember long after the story is over. When choosing a theme, think about what values and emotions you want to convey and how they align with your audience's interests. Create an emotional connection. People are more likely to remember stories that elicit an emotional response. To create an emotional connection with your audience, you can use techniques such as vivid descriptions, relatable characters, and suspenseful plot twists. Use visual aids. Visual aids can help to enhance the storytelling experience and make your story more engaging. This can include images, videos, or even infographics. Using visual aids can help to break up the text and make the story more accessible to your audience. Tell a personal story. People are naturally curious about other people, and they love to hear personal stories. Sharing a personal story can help to create an emotional connection with your audience and make them more invested in your content. Show, don't tell. When storytelling, it's important to show your audience the events of the story rather than telling them. This can be done through descriptive language, dialogues, and actions of the characters, and helps the audience to feel like they are a part of the story. Create suspense. To keep your audience engaged, you need to create suspense in your story. This can be done by withholding important information, creating conflicts, and building tension. Keep it simple. Simple stories are often the most effective. Don't overcomplicate your story by introducing too many characters or subplots. Stick to the basics and focus on what's most important. Use dialogue. Dialogue is a powerful tool for storytelling. It allows you to reveal the character's thoughts, emotions, and motivations, and can help to create a more dynamic and engaging story. Practice, practice, practice. The more you practice telling stories, the better you will become. Experiment with different storytelling techniques and formats, and don't be afraid to try something new. Storytelling is an essential skill for any content creator, as it allows them to connect with their audience on a deeper level and convey their message in an engaging and memorable way. By understanding your audience, choosing a strong theme, creating an emotional connection, using visual aids, telling a personal story, showing instead of telling, creating suspense, keeping it simple, using dialogue and practice, you can become an effective storyteller. Remember to keep experimenting and refining your skills, and you'll be sure to capture the hearts and minds of your audience. Use metaphors and similes. Metaphors and similes are literary devices that can help to make your story more engaging and memorable. They can be used to create powerful imagery and help your audience to connect with the story on a deeper level. Use conflict and tension. Conflict and tension are key elements of any good story. They create drama and suspense, and they keep your audience on the edge of their seats. To create conflict and tension, you can introduce obstacles that your characters must overcome or create a sense of danger or uncertainty. Create a sense of place. Setting can play a crucial role in storytelling. It can help to create a sense of atmosphere and provide context for the events of the story. To create a sense of place, you should use descriptive language and give your audience a sense of what the place looks, feels, and smells like. Use different POVs. Changing the point of view of your story can help to create a sense of mystery and intrigue and provide different perspectives on the events of the story. Try experimenting with different POVs such as first person, third person, and omniscient POV. Build climax and resolution. The climax is the point in the story where the tension and conflict reach their peak. It's the point of no return. The climax should be a turning point that resolves the conflicts and tensions that have been built up in the story. The resolution is the final outcome of the story. It's the moment of understanding, of peace, or the end of the journey. Use music and sound effect. Music and sound effects can be a powerful tool for storytelling. They can help to create atmosphere and set the mood. They can also add a dimension to the story by creating anticipation, tension, and suspense. Make it interactive. Interactive stories can be a great way to engage your audience and make them feel like they are a part of the story. You can use polls, quizzes, or other interactive elements to make your story more interactive. Use humor. Humor can be an effective tool for storytelling. It can make your story more relatable, and it can also help to diffuse tense situations. Be careful not to overdo it, and make sure that the humor is appropriate for your audience. Keep it short. Attention spans are short, so it's essential to keep your stories short and to the point. Break your story into manageable chunks and make sure that each section flows seamlessly into the next. Conclusion. Always remember to make a clear and powerful conclusion for your story. It should be a summary of the main points. It should be memorable and thought-provoking. It should be inspiring and empowering. It should be able to leave an impact on the audience. These are just a few tips for storytelling, and remember that storytelling is a skill that can be improved over time. As a content creator, you must always be looking for ways to improve your storytelling skills and ways to connect with your audience. Remember to be creative and have fun with your storytelling, and don't be afraid to experiment with new ideas and techniques. With the right approach, you can become a master storyteller and capture the hearts and minds of your audience.